Who here's been to Vietnam? Gives a cheer. Love that. Beautiful place, beautiful people, beautiful culture, right? But this crazy thing kept happening when I was in Vietnam, right? I was walking around Vietnam, right? And then all these Vietnamese people just kept coming up to me, right? Handing me their kid and taking a photo with me and their kid, right? And I'll be honest with you, in my mind, I was like, hell yeah, I've made it. Rumours got it around, I was on the ABC once, hell yeah, right? Right, but it kept happening, right? 3 different occasions, 3 different families, walking around, people coming up to me, handing me the kid, taking a photo with me and the kid. And the thing is, I'll be honest with you guys, like I'm a friendly guy. Like I'm happy to take the photo, right? But the 3rd time it happened, I said to the dad, I said, mate, I don't mind taking this photo, but like why are you taking a photo with me? And the dad goes, Thor. I was like, brother, not even close, you know? Like, how shit is your television? Like, how badly burnt was this copy of The Avengers? Even my girlfriend at the time was like, ah! I was like, jokes on you, you're going to root me later. She's since left and won that argument, good on her. But to be honest, you know, you're walking around, you're living your life, and someone comes up to you in the middle of the street and goes, Thor? That's a good get. You know, and judging by your laughter before, that's a great get for me, thank you. I'll tell you who it's a rough get for. It's a rough get for Chris Hemsworth. Because the best part was they were taking photos, and they're like, we'll tag you in it. We'll tag you in it. I was like, hell yeah, dude. Tag away. Tag me. Chris Hemsworth, please. I beg you. I like to think I ruined his day. You know? He's in his... I don't know what these rich pricks do, you know? They're always in a cold plunge. They love a cold... Just hug your dad. They love a cold plunge. I like to think he was in his McMansion in a cold plunge, Byron Bay, right? Yeah. Shirt off, in front of the mirror, just yakking dumbbells, just feeling real sexy about his body. All of a sudden he gets a notification like, Jesus Christ! Since when does it look like I represented myself in court? Rough get for him, right? But I was recently at Adelaide Fringe. Who here's been to Adelaide Fringe before? Gives a cheer. Oh, I love that, man. If you haven't been to Adelaide Fringe, don't go. They were mean to me there, right? Yeah, I know. I can't believe it either. Right? I was savagely heckled, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine that? Someone looked at me and goes, "Fuck, there's a bit going on here." Like, I'll be honest with you, it happens all the time. I get a lot of feedback, you know. Mainly from car windows, you know. People drive past, they give me their thoughts and opinions. Cheers, champs. Now, if you've never been to Adelaide Fringe before, it's a big festival, you know? There's rides, there's attractions, there's carnival folk, there's sideshow alley going on in the background, right? I go to grab the mic. This guy at the back just goes, "Hey, mate, if you're here, who's looking after the Ferris wheel?" I thought, yeah, that's pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you get done over? Yeah. Good on you, Adelaide. But I'm from a bit of a shit town, right? So I'm about an hour inland from Perth, right? This is how shit my town is, right? My mum rang me to let me know they were building a KFC. I was like, hell yeah, Sue, I'm coming home, right? But every year, my mum's on my case. She's like, Brett, you got to come home for Christmas. Where else would you rather be? It's like, I don't know. Europe? Afghanistan? One of the contestants on a loan? I don't know. Give us an axe, I'll fight a bear, who cares, right? And the thing is, like, I want to come home for Christmas because obviously I love my mum and dad, but mum and dad still live in the same house we grew up in, you know? Like, they've been living there for 50 years. Like, I want to come home for Christmas, but I don't want to go back to where the trauma started, you know? It's okay, you don't need to call anyone. But like a baseline level of trauma we all get, right? So this was my solution. This was my ingenious idea, right? What I said to Ma last year is like, Ma, I'll come home for Christmas, but I'll stay in a hotel. Correct. That was the scariest thing I have ever said. My mum friggin' lost her... She's like, a hotel? A hotel? A hotel's $150 a night. $150 a night. I was like, yeah, but my psychologist is 180. I feel like I'm saving 30 there, you know? I'm glad you laughed. Susan didn't, you know? Didn't even let me know they're building a Red Rooster, you know? It's tough times for me at the moment. Right, but what about dads? Any dads in here tonight? Give us a cheer. Yeah. Jesus Christ. That was grim, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry for being the love of your life. And, not you specifically, I was yelling at my dad. And, I love my dad, right? But I've got a very old school dad. Like, I don't have a modern day dad. Like, my dad, you know those... My dad isn't one of those dads you see at sporting carnivals nowadays. You know those dads? They're like, everyone's a winner, Dad. That is not my dad. My dad is screaming at you at the sporting sideline, like, if you're not first, you're last, champion! You're like, Dad, it's mixed netball. I'm just here for the free oranges, you know? And Jennifer, and anyway, right? But my dad's favourite sport growing up was cricket, right? And none of us boys used to enjoy playing backyard cricket with my dad, and you're about to find out why, right? Because when you play backyard cricket with my dad, and he has that tennis ball, it doesn't matter if you're age 3 or 30, when he is bowling that bad boy at you, it is coming at 120 kilometres an hour. Like, and if you can't hit it, that's not his problem, right? Like, I remember in age 6 or 7 just on the cricket bat going, oh my God, Dad's gonna kill me. Dad just coming in like... Should have cleaned your room, you little turd. And he'd just get you out straight away, you know? And then Dad would jump on the bat, one beer in this hand, the bat in the other, just hitting us for 6 for days. Like, yes, cop that, boys! Straight to the back of the garden. Grab a few weeds when you're in there. Right, but then finally it happened. Right, my older brother Chris, he turned 12. He jumps on the cricket bat. Dad comes in, 120 kilometres an hour. Cop that, you little bloody damn. Right? My brother lines it up, doof, hits him for 6. We're like, oh my God. Someone has finally defeated Dad. Like, sucked in, Dad. No wonder Mum left you. We never would have said that was the 90s. He would have flogged us. It was a different time back then. Different time. Right, but Dad walked inside, right, and we thought that was out of shame and defeat. Right, but it turns out Dad went inside and got a real cricket ball. And now I'm an only child, so... R.I.P., brother. Nah, he's alive. His shins are pretty rooted, though. Classic hobbles, loves a whinge. I went to a sex shop. Yeah. I went to an adult shop, right? And we've all... I'll come and check your top drawers, you know what I mean? We've all... Don't make me do it. It's a passion project, all right? I love rummaging around in there, right? But I love how sex shops or adult shops have changed, you know? Because if you went to a sex shop or an adult shop back in the 90s, early 2000s, right, everything in there was made by men for women. You know, it's like, we'll tell you how to come. It's like, what the fuck would we know, right? Like, if you rocked up to a sex shop in the 90s, there'd just be like a big veiny dick just right there. You know? Like, it looked like something you'd hire from Kennards or some shit. It was probably two-stroke. You had to fire it up like a whippersnipper. Like, wah-wah! Wah-wah! Shit! Like, it could maybe give you an orgasm, but it could definitely remove tiles and grout. Like, the only thing that thing's ever made come before was Scotty Cam. Scotty saw that, was like, fuck! 2 in the Marloo now, get it on the block, right? But now when you go in there, it's awesome because everything in there is made by women for women, which makes sense. But now, everything in there looks like a prop from Avatar or some shit. You know, it's all silver and electric. Like, ladies, it must be, you know, instead of like that, now everything in there is like, whoa! It's like, where the fuck is that going? It's like my dick doesn't look like that. And I've been in 7 motorbike accidents. It fucking should, you know? And ladies, like I said, it must be an honour and privilege. Because no one knows what the fuck it is. Like, you could just leave it up on your mantelpiece at home and no one would know. People would just come over and go, fucking hell, Trish. Did you win an award? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I wouldn't touch that. Wash your hands. What'd you win it for? Coming first? And but they got that new one in there, ladies. Like, no pressure. I know it's a small room. You don't have to like put your hand up or anything. Just a casual wink's fine. They got that new one in there. Now the new one's hectic, right? The new one's like this. Right, it's got a little bit here. And it's like. A few questions after the show. First question is, can I use it on my ass? Like, what does it do? Does it suck out a fart? I don't know. Right, but I'm in a sex shop. I'm a pig in the mud. I'm rummaging around. I'm touching shit, right? And the lady who works there, she's like, mate, the men's section. The men's section's over here. It's like, I'm just looking something for my partner at the time, but I'll go check out the men's section, see if we have anything new, exciting in the men's section. And just so everyone knows, absolutely not. The men's section has not changed. The men's section is still violent and grubby, right? Do you know what's in the men's section? It wasn't anything nice, right? Wasn't anything nice, right? It was a lady's torso. A lady's torso, like no legs. Good luck getting away, sweetheart. No arms. No head. I don't want to make eye contact with what I'm about to do. Like, who the fuck's that for? Jeffrey Dahmer? Like, you find someone's dildo, it's hilarious, you know? You grab it out of the top drawer, ha, sword fight, got ya, pink guy. You find someone's torso, you call them the cops. Guys, you've been so much fun. If you like my stuff, make sure you add me on Instagram. You guys have been absolute legends. I've been Brett Blake. Thank you very much.